Hi guys, today I'm going to be reading chapter 3 and maybe chapter 4, from Big Nate in a class by himself. I'm going to get to that part. Okay, chapter 3. Yes, that's it. I'll skip school. I'll take the day off. I'll pretend somebody just invented a new holiday. I'll stop right there. What am I doing? Nobody gets away with skipping school at PS38. It's impossible. Why? 2 words. The machine. Not a real machine, not like that funky-looking thing the janitor uses to buff up the floors. The machine isn't something you can see or touch, but it's there. The machine watches you. It knows your every move. And if you're not where you're supposed to be, the machine tracks you down. Here's how. Number 1, the seating chart. Teachers always tell you where to sit. They claim that it helps them remember kids' names. Right, like they care about what our names are. Spiky-haired kid. They really do it to keep tabs on you. One look at the chart and they know right away if you're not at your desk. Then the machine starts up. Number 2, the attendance sheet. Teachers write everything down. Who knows why? We're organized. You're control freaks. They fill out an attendance sheet in every class. If you're missing, a big red X goes next to your name. Congratulations, you're absent. Number 3, the classroom helper. We saw a movie about bees and science. The big fat queen sat around the hive doing nothing while the little drones did all the work. Sound familiar? Peel me a grape. Teachers are the queen bees. Guess who drones are? I'm looking for a classroom helper to do a very important job. Ooh! It's always a suck-up like Gina who volunteers because she's so desperate to earn extra credit. Good for you, Gina. I'm sure your career as a 6th grade classroom helper will get you into some fancy pants college. Take this attendance sheet to the front office. The front office, the engine that runs the machine, and right in the middle of it is 4, the school secretary. Mr. Polsky is not so bad. It isn't her fault they make her keep track of attendance. I also don't blame her for all the time she says, Nate, the principal will see you now. She's fast for an old lady. She looks over all those attendance sheets in no time. The second she spots that red X next to your name, she's on the phone to your parents. Nate isn't in school. What? There, you see how the machine works? See how efficient it is? You can't win. There's no way to beat it. That's my predicament. If I run off to the woods to hang out with Spitzy, it'll take about 5 minutes for Mrs. Chapolsky to fire up the dad hotline. Then summer school would be the least of my problems. I'd probably get suspended or expelled. Maybe shipped to some military academy where they slap a uniform on you, give you a buzz cut, and make you say "sir" at the end of every sentence. Bzzz. That settles it. Skipping school's out. I need to be a little bit more creative about this. What I need is an excused absence. An excused absence means you go to school just like normal, but you got a parent note saying that you need to be somewhere else at a certain time. Bingo, you're free. Yesterday, Alan Alquist left halfway through science because he had to get a word zapped. How lucky can you get? So long, suckers. Smell you later. So all I need to do is stroll into social studies with a note from Dad saying I've got an excuse. Let's say a dentist appointment. And I'm off the hook. Genius. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I don't have a note from Dad, but I can take care of that. Dear Miss Godfrey, please excuse Nate from social studies at 8:45 this morning. He has a very important dentist app. Whoa, no. That won't cut it. That looks too much like my handwriting. Miss Godfrey will sniff that out right away. She may be loud and nasty, but the woman's not stupid. Okay, hold on a minute. Yes. Ow, I have a high jump. Okay, there we go. I've got to make it look more like a grown-up's handwriting, like Dad's, and his is wicked messy. Whoops, not that messy. Even I can't read that. This is tougher than I thought it would be, and I'm running out of time. Dear Miss Godfrey, please excuse Nate from Social Studies at 8:45 this morning. He has a very important dentist appointment. Hey, that looks like the real thing. Pretty convincing. Hello, excused absence. Goodbye, Social Studies test. All that's left to do is forge Dad's signature. Forge Dad's signature. Let me think about this for a sec. Forgery. Yikes. Isn't forgery like a crime? Don't people get thrown in jail for signing the wrong name on a check or for using somebody else's credit card? Listen, I'm no goody two-shoes. There's a desk in the detention room with my name on it, literally. But I'm not breaking the law. I don't want to get dragged out of PS38 in handcuffs. There goes the notorious Nate Wright, the identity thief. Yowza. This might not be such a great idea. Maybe I should just rip this thing up before somebody comes along and, hey, oh, man, it's only Francis. That's the downside of living next door to your best friend. He's always sneaking up behind you and invading your privacy. Not that I have anything to hide. What are you writing? Nothing. Okay, so I've got one tiny little thing to hide. Nothing, he asks. Nothing. I shoot back. It doesn't look like nothing. Why is he acting all Sherlock Holmes on me? It looks like a letter. Okay, I'll tell you. I was forging an excuse note. So, to get out of today's social studies test. Long, awkward pause. Francis has a weird expression on his face. One of those half smiling, half confused looks. He's either judging me for what I just told him, or he's about to fart. What social studies test? He says. Francis can be such a moron. I've got to remind myself sometimes how smart he is. The test I saw you studying for this morning. I wasn't studying for a test, he says. Then why were you reading your social studies textbook? Because I enjoy improving my mind. I'm going to ignore the incredibly lame statement Francis just made and focus on what he said right before that. So there's no social studies test. There's definitely not a test. I should know because I wrote that blah, 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 blah. Yes. Actually, Francis says, his eyes getting all dreamy, I sort of wish we were having a test today. Miss Godfrey's essay questions are so invigorating. Diff. Sorry, Francis, but when you start acting like the mayor of Geek City, it's my job to knock some sense into you. You're lucky I didn't nail you with a heavier book. Bring! There's the first bell. Not exactly music to my ears, but that sick feeling in the pit of my stomach is gone. No test, no summer school. This could end up being a half-decent day after all. Hum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Tong! Gotcha back. Yep, things are definitely looking up. Chapter 4. Hey, Nate, taking a nap or doing the world... Hey, Nate. Taking a nap, or are you doing the world's slowest push-up? That's Teddy. Just ignore his lame jokes. I always do. Teddy's my other best friend. Francis is number 1 because I've known him longer, but Teddy's definitely number 1A. He's awesome. Teddy fact. He taught me how to say Miss Godfrey is fat in Spanish. Señora Godfrey is grasa. Sí. I wasn't so sure about him at first. That's the way it is with new kids. You sort of check them out from a distance to see if they seem cool or not. You don't want to be all Joey friendly to them right away, because what if they turn out to be total losers? Would you like to see my NASA space collection? Random new kid. Okay, what am I saying? Me. With Teddy, it was tough to tell. On his first day of PS38, Principal Nichols asked me to show him around the school. Teddy was all quiet and serious. He barely said a word the whole day. I've told Teddy plenty of times since then that he seemed like a total dork. Can this kid even talk? That's when he and I were paired up for science lab. We were supposed to dissect a squid. We were about 5 minutes into it when Teddy picked up our squid and pretended it was a giant booger. Anybody got a tissue? It was hilarious. I started laughing. And then Teddy cracked up, too. This was the first time I've ever heard him laugh. He sounded like some sort of crazed llama. Honk, honk, honk. Oh man, we lost it. We were laughing so hard that we dropped our squid on the floor. Then Mary Ellen Popowski stepped on it, which made us laugh even harder. Ew, splurge. That's when Mr. Galvin saw what was going on. Wow, was he mad. He went full Godfrey on us. Glossary. When a teacher completely steps and starts screaming, it's called a full Godfrey. When Miss Godfrey does it, it's called Monday. Ah! He made us clean the squid guts off the floor. Well, we apologized to Mary Ellen, but I guess we didn't sound sorry enough, because she kept whining that her shoes smelled like dead squid. I said maybe that was an improvement over how they smelled before. Then I had to apologize to Mary Ellen again. He had detention for 2 whole weeks. You get in trouble that bad with somebody, and it changes the way you think about him. When I saw Teddy dangling that squid from his nose, I figured he was okay. And after we did all those detentions together, I knew we were going to be friends for life. Race you guys to the flagpole. But that doesn't mean I'm going to let him beat me to the flagpole. Ha! My turbo speed is taking over. I'm going to win this race by a mile. Wham! Holy cow! Principal Nichols. This could get ugly. Principal Nichols is Mr. Discipline. He doesn't stand for any horsing around. And here I am, body slamming him on his way into the building. Stand back. He's about to explode. I'm sorry, Nate. I wasn't looking where I was going. That was entirely my fault. Like I was saying, Principal Nichols, what a great guy. Are you alright? He asks. Yeah, it didn't hurt. I tell him. You're sort of like a giant airbag. That is, you're kind of cushiony. I mean, it's not like you're all bony stuff. What am I trying to say? I'll just stop talking now. Move along, son, says Principal Nichols, looking like son is the last thing he wants to call me. Phew, sure, I'll be happy to move along. I thought he was going to hit me with a detention for sure. Come on, guys, says Francis. Only a couple of minutes until homeroom. Hang on, I've got to put away my lunch. Click. I have sort of an organization problem. One of these days, I really need to clean out my locker with a dump trunk. Or maybe a match. But no time for that now. Let's see here. Where's my lunch? It's not here. You've got to be kidding me. I ran out of the house so fast this morning, I forgot to stick my lunch in the backpack. I groan. No problem, Teddy tells me. I've got you covered. You do? I ask. Yup, he says. We went out for Chinese food last night. I've got a ton of leftovers. Sesame chicken spare ribs, a couple of egg rolls. Here, have a fortune cookie. A fortune cookie. I like getting my fortune told. I'm way into horoscopes and magic 8-balls and stuff like that. By the way, I'm a Scorpio. That means I'm dynamic, loyal, and chock full of animal magnetism. In other words, I rock. What's your sign? Hold on. But fortune cookies bug me sometimes. Fortune telling means predicting the future, but half the time, fortune cookies don't even tell you anything about the future. They're just lame sayings. Sometimes they're boring. A large life is a series of small events. Sometimes they're stupid. Focus, camera. Focus. Okay. Focus. Come on. Focus. Here today, gone tomorrow. Plus, the cookies taste like styrofoam. Sometimes, like that time Dad took me and Ellen to Poo Poo Panda, they make absolutely no sense. That one was so bizarre, I drew a comic about it. Here, kids, fortune cookies. Ooh, mine says, your wish will be granted, squeal. And mine says, what the? And unlike candle finds no monkeys? What does that mean? Who cares? The important thing is, my fortune was good. We may never find out what it means, Nate. And we never did! What a rip-off! I guess you could say I've got a love-hate relationship with fortune cookies. I hardly ever get a good one, but I still can't resist cracking them open. Wow! Now that's what I call a fortune. Today will surpass all others. Check the fun. I'm going to stop right there. I hope you enjoyed. this read aloud. Sorry for the parts where I put the phone down, but anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.